So guys, the Fnaf series of games is by far one of the best game series ever. It's revolutionized the horror games in a completely new way. Lots of people have been inspired to create games like Five Nights at Freddy's, and today I'm going to be looking back at all of the games and giving my personal opinion on them and just talking about them in general. The games are going to be excluding Fnaf AR and Fnaf Help Wanted because I wanted to look at the classic games mostly. So, first we have the game that started it all, and my favourite Fnaf game in fact, mostly because of the nostalgia and the originality, Fnaf 1. Fnaf 1 was honestly, it was amazing. The game paved the way for the future of horror games, and as I said before, it was really amazing. All the new game mechanics, the fact that jump scares played a really important part, and you really needed to be more careful in this horror game than other ones. Next we have Fnaf 2. I love Fnaf 2 as well. It has quite a lot of animatronics this time, and they're onto any doors, so you need to rely on your flashlight and mask. It's also the first game where the minigames, known as the death minigames, are included. However, I do think it's extremely overrated compared to some of the other Fnaf games. It is good, don't get me wrong, but I think it has too much attention. Fnaf 3 is the game where we come face to face, well, kind of face to face unless you die, with the one and only William Afton himself. Yeah, that's right, not Michael Afton, you mic trappers. William Afton. Yeah, it's not Michael, it's William. Get it in your heads. Anyway, in my opinion, this is the scariest game. It gives off an extremely chilling vibe, especially when you know the undead corpse of a serial killer is after you. I also think this is the most underrated Fnaf game, since it's so good, besides William's jump scare. It just looks like he's walking up to you. Now Fnaf 4 is the game that introduced to us the two most controversial characters in all of Fnaf lore history, Michael Afton and the Crying Child. You guys already know why, because of all the Mike Bro versus Mike Victim theories. We're not going to get onto them now, we're going to talk about the game. I love the lore part of the game because it gives us a lot of useful lore and useful information. I love seeing the story of the Crying Child and how Michael Afton bullied him in different ways. It's got a lot of good mini games and lore. However, the gameplay was relatively disappointing for me, and I think the animatronics were made to be so scary that they just weren't scary anymore. At least that's what I think. Now we have Fnaf Sister Location. Now this was a relatively different Fnaf game. It was the first Fnaf game which was not exactly free roam, but you could move around from one room to another. It mostly revolved around doing tasks and surviving, but did also have some classic Fnaf gameplay. It was also the game that showed us Michael's epic speech, where William / Springtrap appeared, which started the dreaded theory, well, not theory, lie known as Minecraft. Damn, it even hurts to say that word. Anyway, the next game is Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, the one lore-packed game which was disguised as a simulation game. This game brought back some classic characters, but more mangled and withered, like William Afton, Circus Baby, Lefty / the Puppet, and Molten Freddy / Leonard. I really like the lore part of this game. I mean, it was mostly focused around the lore. It gave us quite a lot of information. The story of it was also really interesting, and Henry's speech was awesome. I loved it. It's so dramatic as well. To this day, it's probably one of the best video game speeches ever. Now finally, the final game here is one of my favourite Fnaf games, probably my second favourite, Ultimate Custom Night. Now this is because of the customization and how difficult it honestly is. As you know, this game is William Afton's Hell, which honestly I think is a really good idea, just torturing William Afton with what he created. Some of the jump scares do look a little bit funny because they're just PNGs moving around. But I honestly think Scotts did a great job putting most of the animatronics in this game. So guys, this is my opinion on the different FNAF games and just looking back at them and talking about them. let me know what your favourite FNAF game is in the comments down below, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.